Chris Tucker, he used to make me so mad back in the day because he was always with Mike. He was like, man, I'm going out to hang with Mike, man. I ain't playing no ball with y'all. I'm like, you hanging out with Mike like that? Man, me and Mike are gone. You got on the bird yesterday? I was like, and this is like literally when I first moved to LA, you know what I'm saying? I moved out here and Chris was my neighbor. So like he would always give me these like funny ass, cause he's so funny, bro.
So
like
funny.
when you around Chris Tucker, just get ready to laugh. He could make you laugh about anything, but he would just say all these funny things that he was doing and traveling and this stuff. And I was like, oh man, that sounds so much fun. And it's just like with you guys, you know, obviously, you still, it's a human quality, but there's so much curiosity about growing up in a famous family, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Very few people have families that are that famous, that are that talented, and you're in the midst of it and, navigating through your uncles and aunties and concerts. Which one do you go to this year? You know what I mean? And you were traveling the world so young.
Yeah.
Do you remember a lot of
yeah.
the great places you guys traveled?
Oh, yeah.
What was your favorite place you went with your dad as a kid?
Well, actually, as I got older, I realized that when you're traveling with Michael Jackson, that's not how normal people travel.
At all.
So I got to see a lot of really awesome parts of the world, but I got to see it as Michael Jackson would see it.
Right.
If I went back there again, it would not be the same.
Right. Can I tell you a funny story?
Go for it.
All right, so check it out. I'm a baller too. Okay, cool. So I've stayed in a couple of suites that they said, your dad stayed in, right? And they were bananas, right? And I just had the suite though. They said, he lock off the whole floor. I was like, I ain't got that kind of money. I ain't got that kind of paper. For 14 days? Oh, shit. I thought I was balling because I had the suite Michael Jackson had. They was like, nah, Playboy, get your weight up. You got to lock off the whole floor, this floor and the floor below. Don't nobody come up here. I was like, shit. I'm broke than a mother.
That's funny.
But it's a true story. I was like, yo, because when real quick, I know, I'm just having a good time because I'm thinking of so many funny things at one time. This happens when you're a comedian. I remember when I interviewed Michael Jackson, the security that came in there, like I was just like, okay, because I thought I had did something. Because they came in so strong. I was like, who coming in here? They was like, it was like, they was locking off. I was like, yo, what's that? And then all of a sudden he was like, hey. I was like, oh. Did he come out the floor? Yo, I'd never been in my life, I'd never been around anybody that famous to that level.
Yeah.
To that, like, he couldn't go anywhere normal. The only other person that I hung out was my cousin, but he not that famous. But Shaquille, let me tell you something. Shaquille's famous now, and he can't hide. He big than a motherfucker. I never forget. I said, me and Shaquille went to Disney World, right? Just got drafted to the Orlando Magic. He's the biggest thing in Orlando history, outside of Mickey Mouse. It was very dramatic. I'm just, the amount of people that was hanging on to Shaquille, the amount of people that wanted pictures with him, and he was trying to accommodate everybody. I was like, this is overwhelming. They not giving us, we can't drink a soda, we can't eat a hot dog. People were coming from everywhere. It was like they were coming in groves to say hi to him. I said, man, you are famous. He was like, I know. This is crazy. So, I'm relating to you being a kid, like you said, y'all would have to travel a certain way. It was different.
Mm-hmm. It's very, I'm still trying to come to terms with it in a way, because I kind of live a normal life.
Right.
For example, I was coming back on a flight. I had a vacation and I ate something that made me really sick. So the whole flight back, I'm throwing up on the plane, bag and everything.
Right.
Had a girl in front of me ask me while I'm throwing up, excuse me, what's your name? And I'm like, Mike, because my real name's Michael. So I just go by Mike so nobody knows. Right. And she said, you look a lot like Michael Jackson's son. And I was like, oh, I get that a lot.
Right.
And she's like, I was going to say, what are you doing flying in economy?
Right.
So I just is, it's weird balancing that.
Because I want to.
Yeah. The first class was expensive.
Exactly.
I'm not booking the top floor out.
Right. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole floor. But this is what I wanted people to to get from you guys. That you guys are normal, good folks. You know, you come from a very, very amazing family, but you live your life in a good way, and you have a purposeful life. That's beautiful, man. And you know what I'm saying? I like to see that in young, talent people. Y'all the next generation coming up in the game, and I wanted you to come on here and show what you're doing. Let people know what your purpose is and your charities, and you're living a good life, and you care about people. People don't hear that stuff. They always want to go about the negative stuff all the time.
Oh, always.
Like, you sincerely care, and you gonna play an instrument. Okay, I'm gonna throw something at you. You got the keys. I'm gonna put you on the guitar. So, but I want to thank you guys for definitely coming by. And how do we tell the viewers how they can, keep in touch with you? Give us your socials if you want.
Mine is my name, Prince Jackson, on Instagram. I have a Twitter, but I've lost my password so many times for that.
You don't even tweet no more. You stop tweeting. You're too big to tweet.
Exactly. So just find me on Instagram.
Right.
Heal Los Angeles Foundation. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and I think that's all my socials. Yeah.
And come on, Tosh, what we talking about, bro? Come on.
For the foundation, it's ddjf.org, so ddjacksonfoundation.org. My socials, I think it's Taj Jackson 3 for the Twitter, and then Taj Jackson for the Instagram.
Okay, can I do one more all facts? This is a funny one. You might be. This is another one. All facts here on top billing of all your aunties. Who is the best singer?
Ooh.
Yeah. Put pressure on you.
What style? That's the thing.
Oh, we got styles?
Yeah.
Oh, what are we talking? Oh, you got options?
Reedy sings great bluesy.
Reedy on the blues.
She's got a bluesy jazz.
So she the best blues. Thing. Okay, next.
Janet basically pop R&B.
Bam. Okay.
In that way. And one of my favorite songs is, back in the day, the Heart Don't Lie song that my Aunt LaToya sings. So she's a hidden gem that I don't think gets enough credit.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Who could say they got 3 aunties that can sing? I ain't got a goddamn cousin that can sing. How you have 3 aunties within your family? Like, you know what I mean? And then your brother, your uncles, all of them sing. God, okay. Here we go. Now let's get to it. And you can't use your dad because you can't use your dad.
Okay.
Of all the uncles outside of your dad, who's the best musician?
It literally is a tie between Jermaine and Randy because Randy plays the most instruments.
How many instruments?
He plays instruments.
Everything.
He's multi-talented in every instrument. But I've never seen a bassist like Jermaine. How hard it is to sing and play bass at the same time. And he was doing that at 14 years old.
That's what
he was doing Motown licks, which Motown's known for, at 14 years old.
14 years
live.
Live.
Singing.
You cannot make a mistake. We on TV. We on Ed Sullivan.
I was going to say, that's that in itself, so.
Wow. You sure you don't want no pressure, do you?
No.
You sure about that? I'm Rich, you
I had to excuse myself from the conversation.
You got to do roller skating. Don't even try to. There's too much. Stay roller skating, or maybe you do some. You do some deep sea fishing.
Yeah.